Welcome everybody to another Canuckleheads video. Today we're going over all the reverse retro jerseys from last year. The new ones are, I think there was a teaser coming out on the October 10th or something like that. So we should have some images coming soon of the new ones. And then once we get a full release of that, we're going to rank those jerseys too. But for now, we're going over the ones from last season just because we enjoyed doing the Canucks video so much. So let's kick it off here, Chris.
Yeah, no, this is really cool. I really enjoyed going through and putting together all the images for this one. They're just, gave me an overview of all the different jerseys from all the teams. And I tried to put together some better images this time. So have an example of them wearing the jersey and some of the older jerseys that this is we're spinning on, and then also their most recent jersey. So I tried to have some good references there. And just go through in alphabetical order by team name. So start off here with Colorado Avalanche.
Okay, so these have kind of been pretty unanimously named the best reverse retro jerseys. I do like them. I kind of wish the fleur-de-lis were in the bottom stripe and they were white. They just look kind of weird hanging out there to me. I've always kind of thought that about this jersey, even though it is really nice. Also, the number in the blue looks kind of weird too.
Chris, you can say what you think, because I have a way, I think I'm going to be quite different than both you on this one.
That's funny. Well, I didn't know that this was considered the best, although the guy from NHL Uniforms definitely had his opinions on these different jerseys. But I thought it was really cool. It's definitely a good remix of an old jersey, literally the old jersey as it was with the new colors. I think it works nicely. I think it fits the bill. I would rank it pretty high. I don't think we're gonna make it to All-Star, but I would put it first or second line if I can give my support for it. I don't know about, seems like Wes is not agreeing.
I honestly hate this jersey. I don't like it at all. I agree with what Justin said about the fleur-de-lis thing, how it's all three of them are a little bit too high. If they're in the stripe, they'd probably look better. And then the blue with the numbers looks ridiculous to me. I know they have the little bit of blue in the logo, but it's just not enough to, I don't know. I just really, really don't like these jerseys at all. The socks with just the single stripes at the bottom, it just doesn't really match anything on the jersey. If they maybe went with a solid stripe instead, because the jersey has a couple solid stripes on it. But I just think it's brutal. Tough uni.
That's fair.
I think I'd first line these, but maybe we second line them because that's unless you're struggling against them.
I honestly feel like I'm in a pretty small category. I'm pretty sure a lot of people really like these, but I'm just not one of those people.
I think the thing is, it's an old uniform design, right?
Mm-hmm.
That is not a recent design. They didn't change anything except for the colors, right?
Yeah, you have to take that into account for sure.
But that said, they didn't have to do that. They could have done something else that looked better. And I do think it does look a little funny. Just because it's cool that they did it doesn't mean that it actually looks like a nice uniform. So I agree. If I'm looking at the uniform just itself without referencing what it is, it's not that great. It is kind of weird looking.
In the terms of reverse retro, they did a really good job, but there are just a few things that are too weird for me. So I don't know. I think first line is kind of where it should go.
Yeah, I'm good with third line, second line, but if you guys both agree on first line, we can put it there because that's majority.
I feel like second line is fair, honestly. It does have its quirks that are not in its favor, so I think that's good.
All right, Wes, the Chicago Blackhawks.
Good. Yeah, honestly, my favorite color is red. I'm a big red and black guy, obviously. These jerseys are actually not too bad, even though there's I'm by no means a Chicago Blackhawks fan, but these jerseys are actually pretty nice in my opinion. I don't mind them.
Yeah, I'm trying to take my Chicago hatred out of the equation. To me, they're probably a first line. Chris, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, they're like just generic stock hockey jerseys. You know what I mean? Like just about as basic as you get. But like it is a remix of their old uniforms. The black looks solid. I think the all black looks great. Like for this uniform, you know, I think that was a good dominant color. So I don't know. I think it's pretty decent. I don't think it's anything special.
Yeah, I'd kind of agree with that. I'm good with like first or second line, like right in there. What do you think, Jess? You said first line?
Yeah, but I could go second line too. Again, it's nothing like amazing. It's just a solid jersey.
See, and I think they're better than the Colorado ones. So I'd be good with first line, but Chris, it's kind of up to what you think there.
Yeah, that's fair. I think the black is nice. I think that, you know, is enough to bump it up. And yeah, classic, simple, nice retro vibe, right? So I think the first line is appropriate.
All right, on to the Columbus Blue Jackets. So this is kind of a play on their first jersey when they entered the league. Obviously, they have the colors reversed. So again, like the reverse retro thing, they're kind of nailing it. I don't think I really like the primary red though, especially when your name is the Blue Jackets. Like it's just, I don't know, it's kind of weird.
And the socks with this jersey are tough. Like they don't work.
To me, when I look at just the jersey, like take the logo away, all I see is Washington. So I would third line these.
Yeah, honestly, if they had a white sock instead of the red, and then did like the red stripes with the blue, I think maybe that looks a little bit better. Just because the top half is so white heavy, or I should say, like the shoulders and arms are so white heavy, that the red socks just don't do it for me.
See, yeah, actually, I had the opposite thought of they should make the shoulders blue, at least have some kind of Blue Jacket vibe going.
Yeah.
Because that contradiction is a little bit weird. It's like, well, you're not the Red Jackets.
They tried to fit the bill with the reverse retro theme, but they kind of lost it in the sauce somewhere there.
Yeah, I would agree. It's not super high on the list.
They were the Columbus Blue Pants. They nailed it.
Nice. Your third line?
Yeah.
I am honestly on bench, but if you guys, it's up to you guys.
I don't think it's bench really.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it fits the bill, right? Like it still is a spin on an old jersey. It still is perfectly adequate, I suppose. I don't know. I don't think they like botched it.
Yeah. Columbus Blue
Pants. All right. On to the St. Louis Blues. Chris, kick it off, please.
Yeah, kind of. At least this has a bit more blue to it. You know, it's okay. It's like literally just the reverse of an old jersey. Again, nothing special. A little lazy, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. Didn't have any strong thoughts about it. I'd say maybe like second or third line.
Yeah, like this one is cool, but I think the original is a lot better. I love how the numbers are on an angle too. That's actually really a neat feature.
Yeah.
But yeah, like this one it looks better in the original than the reverse retro.
See, and it's funny because I have a totally different opinion on this one. I think this is their nicest jersey.
Wow.
I don't like any of their jerseys at all. This one I actually like a lot. For me, this one's a first line, but I know it's probably going to get bumped, but we'll see how it goes here.
That's funny. I'm surprised you like it so much, honestly. Like it's a little bit cartoony to me.
Yeah, I don't know why I like it so much. It just like I love the red, I love the blue, the yellow, like, and I think they did right by doing the numbers yellow. Like, I don't know, it just works for me. The gloves look kind of weird because they're so multicolored, but it fits the jersey. I don't know, it's kind of busy, but I like it.
I do like, again, in terms of reverse retro, they nailed it. I just like, I'm willing to split the difference with you, Wes, and maybe second line it. Chris, what do you think?
I think second line is a good fit.
Yeah.
All righty.
Okay, on to the Boston Bruins. Wes, this is your ranking.
Absolutely brutal. Put it on the bench. I don't know why this is what they went with. I think this is one of the worst ones along with Detroit. To me, it's garbage, but I'll see what you guys have to say.
I don't think it's garbage, but it is it is kind of just a Boston Bruins jersey.
That's
like,
why it's garbage.
There's not
Exactly. No, I completely agree that it is just a Boston Bruins jersey. Like, I actually should have included some other examples because there are some that look almost literally exactly like that. Like, it's not even a remix. It's just
behind the B, you switch the color from black to yellow. Oh, reverse retro. You know what I mean? Like, get out of here with that. Like, that's not enough.
I agree. I think it's incredibly lazy, and I think it shouldn't even count.
All right, let's bench it. I have no problem trashing the Bruins. Okay, on to the Montreal Canadiens. Again, like reverse retro, they kind of nailed it. The Canadiens don't really switch jerseys ever. They've kind of worn the same one
Classic.
their entire existence. This, like Montreal in blue is so weird just because you always think of like them against the Maple Leafs, and to see them kind of in the primary Maple Leafs colors is weird. I would third line this. I don't hate it. I don't know. The blue it throws me off a little bit.
Yeah, I'm pretty much in the exact same boat there.
I thought it was okay. Like, I mean, the comments on the NHL uniforms said basically the same thing, that it, is classic because they don't change the uniforms and they shouldn't, for this. So they kind of did what they could. And I actually, as someone who doesn't have strong feelings about the way that they should look, I think the blue works. But yeah, it's nothing incredible. I don't think it needs to be too high on the list. You're saying third line?
Yeah, I'm willing to third line it.
I like third line.
Yeah, I don't know if it deserves the bench.
And honestly, like whoever had to design it, like they didn't have much to work with. Yeah. They're like, okay, you have to keep the same jersey, just make it different colors. And that's what, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
All right. I think we all know how we feel about this one. The Vancouver Canucks. Chris, I think it's you, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think we covered it pretty thoroughly in the last video, but again, even amongst all the other ones that we've seen so far, it is the best one by far. Like, it is just like the most creative while still being faithful to the, design bill, I guess. And it just works. It should be a regular jersey of theirs. It looks amazing.
And as far as reverse retro goes, they hit it out of the park. Like, it's as reverse retro as it gets.
Yeah.
Where are we putting it, Chris?
I mean, I think we can go back to All-Star again for this one. You guys agree?
And like, we are homers, okay? Tell us in the comments what you think this jersey should be rated, because I think it's All-Star, but let's see what you guys think.
Yeah, and honestly, though, like, as I was going through these, like, I was expecting a couple other ones to really like blow me away like this, and they really didn't. Like, this is truly like an All-Star in this category, in my opinion.
Agreed.
All right, now we got the Washington Capitals. Wes?
I'm a big red guy, man. I love this jersey. I shouldn't say love. I like this jersey. I like the old school Capitals logo, like the eagle on the front with the stars, and then I really like the stars on the pants at the bottom there. For me, this is like a first liner, but I don't know if everyone's digging the red as much as me, so we'll see what you guys think.
I think I agree with you because like the jersey this is based off of, the like teal one kind of, I love that jersey.
Yeah.
And this is the same thing. It's the old jersey with the new colors. And I think it does really work.
And this is the blue version of that's the one where Obi scores on his back and like whips it around like crazy iconic goal. This is reverse retro to a T.
Yeah, I think it really nails it. I think Weston pointed out a lot of nice little touches, like the stars on the pants are really cool. Yeah, I don't know. I would even be like, maybe this is an All-Star, maybe not quite, but it's definitely up there. It's a really, really good job of just what it was trying to do.
Yeah, I don't know if it's because we just rated a Vancouver Canucks jersey that I'm putting it on the first line instead of All-Star, but I mean, I think first line's a pretty good assessment of that one.
I like first line. Cool. Okay, on to the Arizona Coyotes.
Garly on the picture. Gotta love it.
Chris, did you do that on purpose? or do you know
No,
that?
I just tried to get pictures of players wearing the jerseys where I could. There were a couple I couldn't find, but yeah.
Okay, so this is Connor Garland. He plays for the Canucks.
Okay, yeah.
One, he also plays for the Canucks now. So it's a nice touch by you, even though if it wasn't on purpose.
Yeah.
Accidental, but yeah, I thought I recognized them, so that's cool.
Gnarly Garley's our boy.
So it's me, right?
Yeah.
So purple is my favorite color. The purple part of this jersey, I love the cactuses, and like the kind of like the mountains and desert is where it gets a little weird for me.
Yeah.
I think second line is where I would put this, even though I love the colors. It's just parts of it are weird, but I love the uniqueness of it.
Yeah, it's no, for sure. It's wacky. Like it's odd, but like that's what the old jersey was. It was like that, and I think it looks cool in purple. It's a nice like touch. You wouldn't expect that. It's one of the more subtle colors in the logo, so it's a cool one to pull out and make more dominant. So I think that's kind of neat. So I don't know. I thought it was pretty cool, but just the overall, like, yeah, it's a weird jersey for sure.
Yeah. Like I'm second line is kind of where I want to put this.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Even though I do love it.
Garland almost bumps it up the first line, but we'll keep it on the second.
Yeah, I think that's a good ranking.
It looks better in blue and green. Okay, we got the New Jersey Devils. Chris, this is your jersey to rank.
I mean, it's a reverse retro. It fits the bill. It's kind of weird. It's okay. It's a little, I don't know, maybe Christmassy or something. It's yeah, I don't love it. I think it's fine. I would be like third line, honestly. I don't think it's great.
I agree with you. I like people kind of love these jerseys, and like I don't want to offend any Devils fans, but I don't like them. I like when the green is the secondary color to the red. I think they work a lot better. These are just kind of hideous. Like it's just, I don't know. You
could tell with this jersey they had to fit the bill on their reverse retro, so they went with the green. I like it. Like I'm like second line, but I mean second or third, I could see it ending up on. It is kind of funny, like a little bit Christmas vibes going on there, but
yeah, but it's also reverse retro of the old colors. Like they could have done that in black, and that would have been way cooler. I think
that's true.
Yeah, the black would have been better, I think. But yeah,
so third line, I guess.
All right, on to the Anaheim Ducks.
Who is it? And you got Z.
I think it's US.
You got Z on the cover here too. Honestly, I thought this was one of the coolest reverse retros out of any of them made. For me, this is an all-star. That's the only place you can put it. In my opinion, the overall logo absolutely kills it. The colors kill it. I just love this jersey.
I am on the same page as Wes. Also, how often do you see a jersey with the old jersey on it too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Doc is wearing the jersey.
You're getting kind of a 2-for-1 there.
Yeah, it's so sick.
But I love it. I would all-star this.
Yeah,
totally. No, I definitely agree. I think it's so cool. I love the jerseyception. That's why I included on the side their alternate jersey where they still use that logo that's on his jersey on the jersey. And it's just like campy. It's fun. It's really cool. Even though it's kind of silly, it looks awesome. Like,
the colors are great.
Yeah, for sure.
And
definitely.
I like how subtle the purple is on the jersey, and they went full purple with the gloves.
Yeah.
I think that looks so sick.
Full 90s, full, like throwing it right back. They killed it.
All right. Now on to the Calgary Flames. They're going with the Blasty logo. It's all like, so again, being a Canucks fan, this looks like they just took a Canucks jersey and slapped the Calgary logo on it.
Yeah.
It's like, it's not bad. It's just nothing special. Like I like their original Blasty jersey better. Like this, I would probably like third line, I think.
Yeah, I'm on the exact same page. I honestly wasn't impressed with this one. I think there's way more stuff they could have done. Like Justin said, like with the whole V on the sleeve and like they have the angled color on the pants, like kind of Vancouver vibes going on. So it's really weird, especially since they stole a quarter of our team last year.
And they take our jerseys.
And then they take our jerseys. Like, do you want to be us, or what's the issue here? So, yeah, for me, it's third line or bench, honestly. And honestly, like, the colors work. It's just the simple fact of everything we just said.
Yeah, I think third line because I don't think it's the worst.
Benchable. Yeah, the colors work. It's just not impressive.
They just could have done.
For sure. It's, like you said, it is like a Canucks jersey, which is kind of funny. But, it is a spin on like a classic jersey of theirs, which is kind of cool. I like the all black, but it just is not super original. Maybe if they would have done like more of the red on top, kind of reversing the old one or something. But I would agree, like third line probably.
All right, third line. All right, now we got the Philadelphia Flyers. And Chris, I believe this is your ranking.
Got hazy.
It's fine. It's just their regular jersey pretty much, but with black shoulders, which looks nice. I think it could be like brought into the regular rotation without anybody batting an eye. But it's nothing special. I don't know. Like second line, I have very lukewarm feelings about it.
Yeah, this is another one of those teams that never really changes their jersey.
Yeah.
Like the logo is always the same. Kind of like the jersey design changes a little bit. But they are super limited in what they can do. This is nothing special, but I don't feel like it's the fault of whoever designed it. It's just, again, super limited in what you can work with.
Yeah.
Like second line is fine for me too, or even third.
Honestly, yeah, I like it at second line because I do like the jersey.
Me too. I like Phillies jerseys.
Yeah, 100%. So I'd go second.
Okay, so now we're on to the Las Vegas Golden Knights. I think it's you, Wes.
Disgusting. Bench.
Okay. I thought that it was kind of cool that they threw it back to an old jersey of like, I'm assuming, another league or whatever, with their colors. I thought it was fine. I didn't think it was that bad.
It's not fine.
Why do you hate it so much? Just the gold or like the symbol? Like what?
Everything. It's garbage.
See, I don't think it's garbage. It's definitely not my favorite. I think third line is where it should go. It's hard again for these guys, right? Because they've been in the league for like 5 years.
Yeah.
They don't have retro.
Yeah, they can't even have anything to base off of to make a reverse retro. And I get that. But this was not it. They missed the mark by 10 miles. And all of the jerseys that are in third line, I like way more than this jersey. For me, that's a bench, but.
Okay, that's fair. I mean, honestly, like their current jerseys are kind of like, cool armor knights, like, kind of more like battle vibes, versus these ones are more like King Arthur, like, you know what I mean? Like playful medieval times. And it's a little meh. So I don't know. I think I would accept the bench. I don't think it's anything special. I'm certainly not in love with it. It is, yeah. Wes has very strong feelings. So
I hate that jersey.
There.
All right. On to the Carolina Hurricanes. Throwing it back to the Hartford Whalers. They could have done better at these. Like the Whalers jerseys are awesome, but the gray one is probably the worst out of the bunch.
Yeah.
Like the white one looks great. The blue one looks great. I think they were trying to do something different. It just is not as good as it could be. All in all, I would give this a third line.
See, I like this at like second or third. I really like the way the numbers look, like with the blue around the green. I think they look sick, but it's just the rest of the jersey that doesn't look great. I'm okay with third line.
I also think it was kind of interesting that they actually used the Whalers logo. I think maybe if they would have done the Hurricanes logo in those colors, maybe that would have been kind of cool.
Maybe, yeah.
Then some people might not get the throwback, though.
Yeah, because also they have used Whalers jerseys before reverse retro came out. They've done it a couple times. So, they could have done something different like that. That is a good point, actually.
Yeah.
Third line.
All right.
All right, on to the New York Islanders. Chris?
They didn't do anything.
Just
Their jersey.
They didn't do it.
This is just a regular New York Islanders jersey.
It is. It's terrible. Well, and like the jersey itself, I don't have a problem with, but the fact that they call this a reverse retro, I have a problem with that.
Yeah. It's kind of insane that they like the audacity. I don't know.
Yeah. We're putting out another jersey. The same thing.
Bench,
Crazy,
hey.
Man, that's all the time we need to spend on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On to the Winnipeg Jets. Wes?
I despise the Winnipeg Jets. This might be one of their better jerseys. I don't like the gray at all. I like the old school version of this jersey. That's why I kind of like it. But for me, it's like a third line. See what you guys have to say about it.
Bench.
Bench.
I actually
Justin
love
sucks.
it. Wow.
The older version of this jersey is way better. The gray on this one just doesn't work. That's probably why Justin's
Well,
bench.
yeah, like where do you get like
And the light, yeah.
just like the Winnipeg Jets have such nice colors in their original form and their current form. This gray just like
It comes out of nowhere.
yeah, it sucks. It just I don't know. It takes like a kind of cool, colorful jersey and just makes it boring and dull.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Wow, I'm surprised. I don't know. I really like it. I just like these colors in general. I think kind of similar to the Coyotes, where it was like a subtle color in the logo that they pulled out to make more dominant. And I think they look good together. But I mean, I think it works. I don't have strong feelings about the Jets, or I don't like it enough to like push to make it super high on the list. But I'm surprised you guys don't like it so much, because I think the colors are interesting choices. And yeah,
The only thing that holds this jersey together, or I guess I should say the whole ensemble, is the light blue. That's the only touch to this I really like.
Like if you take the light blue in the logo and make that the primary color as opposed to the gray, this might be an all-star for me. But it's just I'm willing to third line it and split the difference with you guys, but I'm not going any higher than that.
Honestly, it is one of the uglier ones. I'd be okay with the bench, but it's up to you, Chris. What do you think?
Let's third line it. Chris likes it.
I'd kind of like to push it to the third line. I don't think it deserves the bench.
Yeah.
All right. On to the LA Kings. Is it me?
Yeah, you think so?
These are an all-star.
I knew you would love these.
So nice.
It's literally like a Lakers uniform just on a hockey jersey, and I like it.
It's like taking the two best Kings jerseys and putting them together,
Yeah.
and it's amazing.
Yeah. No, I do like it as well.
Chris,
Yeah,
what do you
no, I like it too. I think it's fun. I think it works. I think it's cool. I knew though that you would love these. Like I wouldn't be surprised if you would break out of only having Canucks jerseys to like have one of these almost.
If there was one other jersey outside of the Canucks one, it would be this one that I would guess.
Are we all starring these?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. On to the Tampa Bay Lightning. Chris?
Again, kind of lazy, but you know what? No, it's fine. It's like it is a reverse of the old one. Again, nothing that makes me love it. Maybe second or third line. Yeah, I don't know.
You know what doesn't do it for me with this one? Is the black gloves and the black pants.
Yeah.
Change those pants to blue and white and change the glove color to blue and white. You have a way different scenario here.
Yeah. Like, their current jerseys, I think, are not as good as their old ones. But this reverse retro one, there is just something kind of like
It's off.
about it. Like maybe if they swapped the black striping for blue and like Wes said, change the gloves and the pants, it would look better. But because I love the old Tampa jerseys.
Yeah.
But yeah, this one is just not there.
And like the jersey isn't that bad. I feel like if they change the pants and the gloves, this one would be pretty awesome. But it just, it looks horrendous on ice. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. It is a little goofy looking. Like I don't know if it's like the proportions or something, but it is a little
Well, it almost looks like they're wearing a bib.
Yeah. And like where did the gray come from on the gloves there? Like it just doesn't make any sense.
So are you guys like benching it, or what do you think?
Like third or second line.
I think third line for me.
Third line seems good.
Because I don't
Third
mind
line's
the
going up.
jersey. It's the whole fit that doesn't do it for me.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
All right, on to the Toronto Maple Leafs. Wes?
Garbage. It's a second line for me. Like, it's not garbage. Like, it's just, I don't know. I don't really like the Leafs logo looking like that. And the silver doesn't do it for me whatsoever. The off blue doesn't do it for me whatsoever. Yeah.
Yeah, like it's a weird, like I don't understand the silver or the gray. The logo is so weird. It's like, I don't know, like somebody kind of rushed through it.
It literally looks like a knockoff.
Yeah.
like a
Walmart version.
Yeah. Yeah, like it is weird. I don't know. It's not good. I don't like it at all. I think their regular jersey is so nice, and this is not. I would bench it.
Yeah, I'd put it on the bench, honestly. Brendan from work and John Pitcher suck on that.
Okay, on to the Edmonton Oilers. This isn't bad, but again, it's just kind of like a regular Oilers jersey. I got no real strong feelings for it either way. I would second line it, kind of throw it in the middle.
That's exactly how I feel about this jersey. There's nothing that makes it pop, but it's like a classic Oilers jersey, and it's just like, whatever, I'll throw it second line.
Yeah. Like if you see somebody wearing this on the streets, you wouldn't be like, oh, that's the reverse retro.
No.
You'd just be like, oh, that dude's got an Oilers jersey.
And all like an away Oilers jersey.
Yeah, for sure. I should have included some of the other away jerseys too. I think they normally have the blue shoulders, so it is like mixing it up in that sense. But yeah, it doesn't. You wouldn't know, just by looking at it. But yeah, I think it works. I think second line is a good fit for it for sure.
Yeah, I'm almost surprised they didn't go with the old Oilers logo, just to kind of throw it, like mix it up a little bit. But I get it. Like they're throwing back the super old school Gretzky. Like I get that, but I don't know.
All right, on to the Florida Panthers. Chris, this is you.
Yeah, they're cool. It's a reverse retro, like literally just reversing one of the classic jerseys. It works. I think maybe second line.
Yeah, I think it does hit like the reverse retro theme. It's just I don't like the jersey. So for me, it's second line, I guess, because they did hit the mark on reverse retro.
Yeah, personally, I'd first line these, but I have no problem putting it in second line either. I love these jerseys; they're really nice.
There's not a ton in first line. Like these might be a first liner. I might just be kind of a grumpy gills right now. I don't know. What do you think, Chris?
Yeah, no, that's fair. I think, like I said, like I was surprised how many of these jerseys didn't blow me away like the Canucks ones did. So I think relatively it's pretty decent. So I think it could go up to first line.
Yeah, and for me, like it could be first line because it hits the reverse retro theme.
Yeah, and the color work, like it's a pretty unique color scheme. Like
not many teams nailed the actual reverse retro aspect, and they kind of did. So.
Yeah, and it's like a reverse of the old colors, but with the new colors, which is kind of cool too. So
All right, on to the Pittsburgh Penguins, and this one is me, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm kind of two minds of this one because the original jersey I love, but I also think it's so lazy when you just write like the city name or the team name like that. But goddamn, is that an iconic jersey?
Yeah,
I would kind of want to first line it. But I don't think it's as iconic as the original. So I think second line is where I would put these.
The second line is exactly where I'd put these. It's kind of lazy to just put white. I think if they did yellow as the entire color instead of the white, it could have been cooler with like white stripes instead of yellow stripes. But I mean, it is what it is. I think second line is good.
Yeah, I think with the yellow you would risk getting a little Bruinsy, but definitely could make it work. But I agree. I think second line's a good fit for it.
All right, on to the Nashville Predators. Chris, this one is you.
Yeah, I think it's okay. It's not that different than their current jersey, but definitely has some touches that throw it back to an older version. Second line, I guess, maybe.
Sitting the bench for me, boys.
I agree with Chris. I think second line, like it's they're another team that hasn't had a ton of logos either. This is just them kind of making their current colors in their old jersey layout. So it's like nothing amazing, but they also don't have much to work with either. I don't hate this jersey, but it's also nothing special.
Yeah, I don't like it at all, but I'm not a big fan of their team, their colors, anything. So for me, it's bench or third line at best. But
yeah, I think split the difference and call it a third line seems fair.
All right, third line. All right, on to the New York Rangers. These I don't mind. I kind of would have liked them in their current blue because just I think that's a nicer color. Like all in all, the Rangers are kind of a different team too, right? Because they're one of those teams that it just usually says Rangers. They don't really rock a logo that often, but it kind of works for them.
Yeah.
These I think I would do second line. They're nothing amazing, but they're not like bad enough to be in the lower half of the ranking.
Yeah, like for me, I love the logo on the front of the jersey. It's just they could have did more with the rest of the jersey, in my opinion. It's kind of just all one color. They didn't really do too much with it. But I mean, they don't have a ton to work with, right? So,
and when you do look at the original one that this is based off of, I do like the original one better. So
yeah, me too. I think the same thing.
Yeah.
So
I think second line is appropriate.
Yeah. What do you think,
Yeah,
Chris?
I think that's fair. I think I liked what one of the first things Justin said about the colors. Like if they would have done the lighter blue, I think maybe it would have been a little bit stronger. But yeah, I think second line seems fair.
All right. On to the Detroit Red Wings. Chris, please go ahead and put this in bench, and then we'll move on.
Yeah, it's again just feels generic. Feels like a knockoff. It doesn't add anything.
It's the worst jersey any NHL team's probably ever produced. Like the silver or gray that's just randomly placed on this jersey just looks terrible. I don't know who designed this. F plus.
Whoever designed it spent like 3 minutes on it. I was like, done.
Yeah. Detroit didn't have a good year. Oh, here you go.
Yeah.
You know.
It's very funny. I have nothing to defend it with. It's not good.
I wish we had Stevie Y here right now. He'd probably tell you to burn that thing. It's garbage.
Okay, on to the Buffalo Sabres. Wes, this one's all you.
I like these personally. I don't really like the yellow, but I mean that's classic Buffalo Sabres, the new era, I guess. Yeah, I like the old school, like the Buffalo head jerseys. Those are my favorite Buffalo jerseys, but these aren't bad. For me, this is like a first line, second line. I'm good with either of those.
I like them in first line. I really like these.
Yeah.
I like them in both colors too. I think they work good in the black and red and the blue and white.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. First line, I think it fits the bill. It's a good remix of the old jersey with the new colors, and it actually works. So I think first line is definitely right.
All right, on to the Ottawa Senators. These are also nothing special. Like they kind of just look like a typical Ottawa jersey.
Yeah,
I'm gonna third line them.
Yeah, like honestly, the thin stripes on the arms and the thick stripe on the body, like it just doesn't do it for me whatsoever. Like I'm almost ready to bench it, but it's like a classic Ottawa jersey. They have other jerseys I like a lot more than this one.
Yeah.
Third line is fine for me.
Yeah, like the original one is way better.
Yeah.
This one, it's just a reverse retro, which is the point. It just doesn't really work that well.
No.
Yeah, I think third line is right. I think, it's just nothing special.
Right, on to the San Jose Sharks. Chris?
No player on this one, Chris?
I could not find a player. I tried, and yeah, just could not find one. Uh, it's it's okay. I don't know. I like their colors. I think they work better the other way around, but I don't know. I kind of like the gray. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I would think like second line.
Yeah, I would agree with that. See, and this is how like the Winnipeg Jets one could have been, right? Like with the colors that pop more instead of like the duller colors they used. I think San Jose did it right for a gray jersey here.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, you guys are feeling second line too.
I think so.
Okay, on to the Dallas Stars. Wes?
This jersey's, for me, it's garbage. I don't like it at all. There's plenty of Dallas Stars jerseys I think look a lot better than this one. I get that I just feel like they could have mixed up the colors a little bit more. The all white just doesn't do it for me. Like they're trying to throw back the classic green and black one, but they just did it all wrong with the color scheme.
I agree with you, especially like the Dallas Stars jersey. This is based off of the green one in the bottom there. That's an amazing jersey.
Iconic.
That's one of the best jerseys in NHL history.
100%.
I don't think they ever should have went off of that one. And they just kind of missed the mark with the reverse retro.
Yeah, I think it's so funny, this promo image with the like futuristic visor. I think it's so funny. Like they're obviously going for these like futury vibes, and like the white on white with the logo is like kind of modern, I guess, but like it wasn't a future theme. Like it was reverse retro, you know.
Yeah.
I think it's yeah, a little weird. It's kind of, you know, at least there was like they were going for a vibe, you know what I mean? Like there was a direction here. So that's kind of cool, but yeah, I don't know if it really works.
It just needs more color to it.
Yeah, there's no color at all. It's a white jersey.
Yeah.
Yeah. What were we saying for the ranking?
For me, it's bench, but whatever you guys think. Like honestly, when you see it on the picture, you can see the star a lot more in the green, and it looks better on the backside, in my opinion. So it could make third line, but like in the picture here, it looks garbage. Like you can't see the star whatsoever. So
like they took the yellow or like the kind of goldish color out of it. Like maybe that would have helped it pop a little more too. But I'm okay with benching them.
I would maybe push for third line. I appreciate that they were at least putting in effort. You know, I think a lot of the bench ones are lazy, and this is not lazy.
I could third line it.
Third is good, yeah.
All right, on to the Minnesota Wild, aka the Subway jerseys.
Yeah,
this one is not fun. You get that Sprite with your sandwich. Good combo. I actually really like these jerseys.
When they first came out, I thought, wow, these are sick. And then I seen all the Subway comments, and I was like, totally.
Yeah.
It has a Subway vibe, but they're nice.
And even then, that's not enough to make me be like, oh, these actually kind of suck. I love them. Like, it's exactly what reverse retro is, right? Like current jersey, like retro colors. Like it's, I would give these like first line, maybe even all-star.
I'm on the verge of all-star. I love the stars on the pants. I like that old school vibe there too. Honestly, like, and with the logo in these colors, I think it looks way sicker. Like I'm borderline all-star on these ones.
And you know what? I do like the stars because it's a throwback to the North Stars too.
Yeah.
I'm good with all-star for these.
I don't know if I can agree with that. I would probably say first line seems good. I think the Subway thing is so funny. Like it literally looks like it is like sponsored by Subway, but it overall is a good reverse retro. It actually does work. If Subway didn't exist, then that would be fine. But it's everywhere. Like you see it when you see it. So I don't know if it quite makes it to All-Star for me, but it's cool.
What I appreciate about this one too is you look at the whole fit here with Kaprizov there. The whole fit just nails it.
Yeah.
The white helmet with the amount of white that's on the jerseys with the white socks, I think it just kills it.
Gloves with the white cuff, like everything works so good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also kind of John Deere vibes.
A little bit.
Egg. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if I could support an all-star if you guys are okay with first line.
First line works.
That's totally fine.
I think we've got a good all-star lineup. Like those are some all-star jerseys, really.
I think the majority of the people out there could agree with those all-star selections. Like definitely, in my opinion, the top 5 that were put out there. So it's kind of just pick and slot whichever one out of first line into all-star for certain fans.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think we got a good list.
Definitely, like I said, like the Colorado one has kind of been the unanimous best. But I don't know. Like, I think we have it right. Like, we might be a little biased with the Canucks one, but it's a great jersey. I do also feel like slightly bad, but not really, about benching the Bruins, just because people are going to look at that and be like, typical Canucks fans, but whatever.
Hey, look at Anaheim on the list.
Yeah.
I'm not an Anaheim fan whatsoever. They're up on the list. The Kings, I don't really like the Kings at all, and they're up on the list.
I think we did a good job taking our Canuck emotions out of this one.
Yeah.
I do think this is a really good ranking.
Me too.
Yeah,
Chris,
I mean, as a relatively neutral party, I think this looks right. I think, it's an interesting like design brief, right? Like to have to think of what to do for reverse retro. And some teams nailed it and some teams struggled, but I'm glad they're doing it again. I think it's a really cool theme, and I'm excited to see how people spin it again so soon, to do it like 2 in a row like this.
Yeah, I think the only one that could be higher up is the St. Louis one, but I'll let it go. I said my piece on that jersey. That's fine.
Yeah, I think we did a good job here. Again, these videos are really fun. We're going to do another one when the new reverse retros come out. So thank you for watching. If you liked it, please subscribe and check out the podcast, the Canuckleheads podcast. And yeah, good job, guys.
Another one in the bag. Yeah, Chris, put it up. Yeah, there you go.